Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tom Smetana, and I've got Connor Maka here with me as well in studio.
Good
Uh,
morning.
Good morning, everybody. We were going to do a live stream, so I'll kind of break down what we're going to do here. Originally, we were going to come on this morning and cover the commute, which is our primary purpose of these streams in the wintertime, obviously impacting travel and that kind of stuff. The storm system came in a little bit later than expected, and the snow is only pushing into our region. Now it's kind of been down in the Kingston area and west of Ottawa for the last hour or two. So we're just going to kind of go over what our expectations are for today. Basically, what we're going to see this afternoon, because we expect most of the snow impact to impact travel at the 3 p.m. and onward for the morning or the afternoon commute. So that's kind of what we're expecting there. So let me just flip over here and just get onto the main screen right away. And if you have questions, obviously we will do our best to answer them and cover as much as we can. But this will be a shorter portion than what we would have expected for these types of streams. We're kind of thinking we're targeting the 3 hour to 4 hour range just during the morning commute and evening evening commutes. So this is just going to be a shorter one just to cover things because obviously the primary commute is over for the region in terms of work. So the heavier traffic, but we'll cover road conditions and kind of go over everything. So I'm just going to start out here just looking at radar. So I'm going to pan out here and take a look. Obviously, Ottawa at the top center of the screen. Blue is reflective of snow at this point throughout the region. And there is quite a bit of a temperature difference between Ottawa down to Kingston. Ottawa's hovering around the -6 area right now. Kingston is either at freezing or just above. It's fluctuating, but they're one degree the last time I checked on that. Uh,
Kingston Maisonettes are at zero point 0.4 degrees.
so Connor is going to be looking at information. So there you go. So we're just at that freezing point. Snow is accumulating on roads down there, but we're going to take a quick look at that. Our expectations are that as the system moves through Eastern Ontario, most of it's going to see snow. The only areas that may see a different form of precipitation would be along the Lake Ontario shorelines, the northeast corner, along the St. Lawrence Seaway. Those areas might see, rain. We are not really expecting any kind of freezing rain in the Eastern Ontario region. Connor and I were discussing, and he mentioned that the possibility of some freezing rain could happen, but that would be in southern and southeastern Quebec along the water there, just because there's a bit colder temps up that way. So that's what we're expecting there. So I'm just gonna send a message here and then go from there. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So I'm going to play the stream here, and the other thing I want to mention is our radar software has been acting up for the last week and a half. So if it does crash or freeze, I will get it back up and running. We are working actually with the software manufacturer, and they are aware of the issue, but so far don't have a solution. So having said that, you can see the cycle as the snow is moving kind of in a northeasterly direction mostly, and again, just coming into our region. So this loop basically starts around 7 a.m. and goes till right now at 10 a.m. So you're looking about 3 hours of progression on this snow, and it is moving quite slowly. The meat of the storm is going to be throughout the day. So for the rest of the day, and we're counting on, this kind of wrapping up around the 10 p.m. area. Now that is a broad statement because depending where you are, if you're further west, it'll end obviously sooner. You're further east of Ottawa, it will end a bit later than that. So just keep that in mind when I'm throwing timelines out. We're kind of talking about the nation's capital area as a starting point for the timelines. So as you can see, definitely snow starting to move in. So we're going to quickly go and take a look at some road conditions. I can show you, as always, if you're new to the channel, I'm in the Kemptville area. So basically, just going to bring up my camera just outside of my house. So this is Kemptville currently. They didn't really plow the roads last night in the subdivisions. They did the main roads. So you can see on the stream here that the snow is falling. My roads in this subdivision are snow covered. But that again has more to do with what happened last night, and that they just wasn't enough for them to plow that portion. So just bringing this back up here. So we'll come back to the radar loop here. I'm going to pull up some maps, and we'll take a look throughout the region just to see what's taking place. So let me pull this up here. Okay, so
Ottawa should be getting snow covered soon. The 417 is snow covered in the west end towards Armprior, but the 417 east and the 416 is still untouched, as is Highway 7 untouched.
okay, perfect. If you can, I'm just having a problem here. I just tried to switch over to my other monitor, and for some reason it's not working. So I'm just going to quickly take a look here just to see why not. Let me see here. Which one is that? There. Okay, that should have fixed it. I apologize. Just a bit of a technical glitch. I actually rebuilt my computer over the weekend, and obviously some things have been affected. So, okay, let's look at this. So just looking at Google Maps, just a general overview, obviously. Green throughout most of Eastern Ontario still because the snow hasn't impacted. But as I move along, we can see that the 401 does have some yellow areas for traffic. So we're definitely seeing some slowdowns along the 401. You can see that there's spotty yellow areas just because of the snow-covered roads that we're looking at. So along Highway 7, green, but I would say it's a 50-50 split in terms of road conditions are definitely deteriorating along there, and we will look at some cameras as well. So I'll go around and look at all of that just briefly. So again, anybody just joining us, we are doing a short stream this morning just to look at things as the system is moving in later than expected. We are targeting to do a stream this afternoon to look at road conditions this afternoon because of the afternoon and evening commute. So that's going to be, we'll be back on probably around 3 p.m. is our kind of target at this point. But we'll see how things progress. So again, if we look at Highway 7 corridors or anything in between the 401 and 7, the roads are definitely starting to show slowdowns. So if you're out there, just take your time. Roads are going to be slick. And we're starting to see some slowdowns on the 416. Again, that snow band as it's moving in, if I pull it up, you can kind of see the Google Maps reflects what we're seeing on radar where the snow is, and that's exactly what we would expect. So Ottawa's still showing pretty good, obviously, because it's just started snowing there. So let's switch over to Ontario 511, and we'll start looking at some cameras and see what we can pull up here. So I'm going to go down to the Kingston area, and we'll start there and just see what the cameras are showing. So let me pull this up on the screen. This is on basically 401. You can see that obviously snow is accumulating there, even with the temperature just around that freezing point or slightly above. Highway is going to be slick. This is literally about 20 seconds ago or 30 seconds ago on the camera. So just something to keep in mind when we're traveling throughout the region. So Kingston, I'm just going to kind of give you guys an idea here. Let's take a look at down by Ivy Lee area. So you can see far more snow covered when we're going further east, but this is still along the St. Lawrence Seaway. Definitely road conditions there look slushy. And definitely snow covered. There only looks to be one lane open there in terms of being somewhat clear. I mean, the rest of it is the snow covered. So let's pull back out here. I'm going to see if I can pull anything up along Highway 7. We'll go take a look at Arden just to see. So this is Arden, Ontario, Highway 7, so west of Ottawa, very snow covered, obviously. So roads are going to be slick, and this is what we're expecting. This is an extended kind of event. Not a huge amount of snow overall for the amount of time it's going to be snowing, but it's going to be consistent throughout the day where we're just going to continually get snow accumulating on roadways and surfaces. So I'll just zoom into Perth here and take a look at that camera. This is not usually, so this is a bit snow covered. So this is kind of looking at the pole. This is the intersection. So again, hasn't gotten super snow covered, but you can see that it's starting to pile up or accumulate on the roadway. So some of these cameras are not the best, but you know, we do what we can. Let's take a look here. We're going to come into, I'm going to check the 416 here. So you can definitely see that snow is accumulating. This is at the Rideau River and 416. This is about 10 minutes ago. So road conditions are what we expect, normal winter driving. So obviously keep a safe distance. Give yourself time to stop, and make sure you have your headlights on, and so that the tail lights on your car are on, people can see you, that kind of thing. So let's zoom into Ottawa here. I'm going to take a look somewhere around Westboro. Obviously that camera doesn't work because why not? So this is at Maitland, Queensway. And you can see that there is just starting to be a bit of slush and snow accumulating on the edges, but the main lanes are somewhat clear. So just as that precipitation is starting to get in, that's what we're looking at. Where else here? I'm going to go east of Ottawa just to see if I've got
it. If you go down to the Thousand Islands split on the 401, you can see the big backup. Well, not anymore, it's gone. But there's construction there on the 401 with the highway getting snow covered down at the border near Gananoque.
Gananoque?
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't have a camera.
East of Gananoque near Thousand Islands.
Okay, are you talking about the split that goes to the U.S.?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to take a look at the cameras here. Yeah, they definitely getting very snow covered, and they've had snow for the last couple of hours. So this is kind of what we can expect moving into the Ottawa area. So that's definitely coming our way. And again, it's just not going to be a huge amount of snow. You know, nothing historic or anything like that. It's just going to be a regular snowfall for us, but definitely going to be impacting travel around the region, that kind of thing. So just bringing this back up here. In the top right corner, I'm going to jump in the chat here actually and just make sure I'm not missing any important questions or anything like that. I know Connor's kind of keeping an eye on that. So good morning, everybody. Awesome to see everybody. Melissa, thanks for tuning in. She's one of our chat moderators, so thank you very much for being here. What else have we got here? Any questions? Hoping everybody's going to day. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. What else have we got? Oh, Veronica's in here as well. So thank you for tuning in, Veronica, as well. So moderators are in here. Good morning, PB Storm Chaser, ML Storm Chaser. Also, Jay's Flames also in here this morning. So, okay, so let's look around the region here. So again, this afternoon is our primary target for where travel is going to be mostly impacted. So that is going to be where the commute in the afternoon. We did just wanted to cover, obviously I'm sure everybody's aware because it's 10:15 in the morning, but obviously school buses were canceled from all of Eastern Ontario, some on the Quebec side as well. Ottawa itself stayed stubborn, and buses are continuing. So Their commute this afternoon with the school buses will definitely be slow. So kids coming home are probably not going to be at their usual time. Just keep that in mind when when travel this afternoon. So what else are we talking about here? So I'm just going to take a look along Highway 17 going north and just take a look at that. So give me 1 second. Let me pull that up here. We'll take a look. I'm going to see where the snow is making its way right now. So this is up Armprior area. So this is up near the power dam, if I remember correctly. Yes. So you can see lanes are just getting lightly snow covered. Definitely starting to accumulate there. That was at 15 minutes ago at 10:01 a.m. Just basically just good and snow covered. That's what we're going to kind of see here. So I'll go up to Renfrew. Renfrew showing about the same thing. Again, snow covered, nothing too crazy there. And let's go up to Petawawa. So now we're getting up to Petawawa. You can see that the further north we're going, that snow hasn't quite made it up there yet to where it's accumulating a lot on the road. So Petawawa region definitely showing no accumulation on the roads essentially. I mean, it just looks pretty wet at this point. I'm just going to scan over. So that's actually, just on the edges of the road is the only place that there's any kind of accumulation. They keep that highway fairly clear. So that's always good. So let me come back in here and take a look at a few other things. Let me just jump back in here. Quasi questions asking if Connor's going to be doing any snow chases. So I'll let Connor tap in there.
So I do plan on doing a few snow chases here and there. Obviously, it's much different than it is in the summer. It's not as much adrenaline in the winter as there is in the summer, and it's a little bit more dangerous to be on the road in the winter, obviously. But we do plan on doing a few live hits from the field in the winter. We're just waiting for the right storm to do it on and the right day, but it'll come, and everybody will enjoy those, I'm sure.
Yeah, Connor and I definitely told Connor that we should do some lake effect events. So if there's anything that happens where we get some big lake effect type snow events in our area, then definitely something that we would look at. Regular snowfall, Connor will be out there the odd time, like he said. But for something big, then we would try and get stuff from out in the field as well. So just to help give people idea of how things are and going from there. So 79 terra firma, looks like most of the storm is staying south of Ottawa. Yeah, right now it is. It's currently just south of Ottawa. So the meat of it is going to be along closer to the Seaway and to the Lake Ontario. But it's definitely going to move into Ottawa. It's just beginning in the Ottawa area. And again, we're talking, we're 10 o'clock this morning. We're saying probably 10 to 12 hours of snow falling in the region. So still a long way to go before this event is over for Ottawa. Because the temperatures are colder up there as well, we feel pretty strongly that we're still going to see a decent snowfall in the Ottawa area. Nothing that Ottawa can't handle. I mean, when we start talking over 30 centimeters, that's where things get chaotic for the entire region. But this is 15 centimeters probably is what we're talking about, somewhere in that neighborhood. So again, nothing too.
Yeah, it looks a little bit more like 10 to 15 at this point.
Yeah. I know Environment Canada was talking 20. I think 15 is kind of the max threshold that I think we'll see out of this. So it's still going to impact the commute, and that's basically what our streams are going to be about. So, primarily that's what we're trying to target. So Connor and I were both up very early this morning, and there was nothing coming into the region until almost the commute was over. So this is why we've kind of jumped on, just to give people kind of an update as to where things are at, what we're thinking and what we're expecting. Just people can you kind of plan towards the end of the day. Obviously, travel throughout the region, currently south of Cobden, basically south of Cobden and east of there, the road conditions are not going to be fun. So it is going to take time for you guys to make your way. So just again, take time and take it easy more than anything. That's our biggest comment we can make on that from there. So I'm going to bring up VisSat. This is our visible satellite. So this loop starts from early this morning, obviously when it's dark, and then as the sun rises, you can see the system moving, and you can see Ottawa being almost dead center in the middle of this shot. To the southwest, you can kind of see the arc of this storm system as it's moving through the upper clouds and as they drift eastward. So still lining up to hit Ottawa and give Ottawa quite a bit of snow based on just on this, what we're looking at here. So that's why we're still thinking that things are still going to impact Ottawa for the most part. So just going to switch over and I'm just taking a look here to see if there's anything. Connor, do you show any accidents, by the way, in the area that I should highlight or anything like that?
Surprisingly, I see no accidents right now, and I have the scanner in my ear, and I haven't heard any on there either.
Okay, well, that's good.
Everything's good so far.
I have a feeling that will
Yeah,
change this afternoon. So again,
that is definitely going to change.
yeah, the main roads this afternoon being, 417, 416, the 5, the 50, 17, 7, those are all going to be slow to travel this afternoon. So just take that into account and hopefully, take it easy and everybody travels home and everybody's safe. So I'm just looking, I see that slowdown that you're talking about down at the 401. I'm just going to see if I can find anything remotely close to that for, it's almost like, I'm just looking here. Oh, this is 9:59. So that hasn't updated in, we're now 22 after 10. So that hasn't updated at all in quite some time. So I can't see that traffic camera that would show the slowdown on the 401. So we're talking about down here. This is the biggest kind of delay that we're seeing. It shows a crash and it shows construction zone. So somebody probably went through there a little too quickly and ended up, in a bit of an accident. So this is the main slowdown
For what it's
eastbound.
worth, I haven't heard anything about an accident there. I believe it's just straight up construction. It's
Okay.
been there for a long time.
Okay, so it's basically we're talking eastbound on the 401. This is just at Ivy Lee area, Rockport. So that's the only big slowdown that we see right now in the region. But again, that will change this afternoon. If you tune into the stream later today, you're definitely going to see a difference in the colors on the screen, just showing what's happening in terms of travel. So what else have we got here? I was surprised to see that school buses were running this morning. I live rural and our snow removal is pathetic by the city. Coming from 79 Terra Firma. Yeah, the buses in Ottawa, Connor actually was commenting about that. That the Ottawa...
Yeah, they are notorious in Ottawa for not canceling. And it kind of seems like to me that they don't really consider the big outskirts of the city. They're only really concerned with the inside of the actual city. It's not, they don't really care about rural, which is an interesting angle considering, a lot of their region is rural. But they're probably going to regret that decision later on. There's going to be some unhappy parents for sure.
Yeah, I've actually been reading some comments on Facebook already where people were reaching out, just in that regards, just talking bigger picture, not just the morning commute, but obviously the afternoon one as well. So let's hope everything's good. We'll see how this progresses. I think that's all we need to cover at this point. So again, this was going to be a shorter kind of live stream just to kind of touch base because we said we would be on this morning. Things got a lot came in a lot later. We just wanted to kind of give a rundown again. Anybody who's just joining us, what's going on, what our expectations are. So we expect to be back on around 3 p.m., give or take, I would say 30 minutes on that probably. If anything starts to happen where, we notice that traffic or there's a lot of accidents or road conditions really deteriorate, we will come on maybe a bit earlier than that, but that is our current game plan for 3 to probably 6 o'clock, maybe 7 o'clock is where we're going to be on the air, just to go over road conditions. And if anybody's traveling and you've got questions about, a lot of times I'm traveling from Ottawa and I'm going to Cornwall. How's it going to be? That kind of stuff. We'll do our best to answer that kind of stuff and give you guys, an update on road conditions with the live traffic cameras and stuff like that. So we want to be the go-to place when there is snow impacting the region during the commute hours. So that people can either listen to us on, their phone as they're going in, or they can watch as well. We obviously don't want you watching while you're driving. That's not safe at all. So I'm just looking into the Ottawa area, sorry, and I'm starting to see some yellow populating the map on Google. So I'll pull that up. So this is obviously the very first part of the snow starting to slow people down. So just exactly what we're expecting. So, we definitely will see a different picture this afternoon. So what else have we got here? If there's
the
any
temperature gradient, pretty impressive.
from
minus 1.8 Carleton Place right now, but if you go further into the city, -5 in Canada.
So
it's
from
almost a 4-degree difference in about a 15-minute drive.
That's impressive. So Carleton Place, as Connor's saying, is just below the freezing mark, and Canada's down at -5. So definitely a difference. So so everybody, again, whoever's tuning in, again, we're just, this was a very short one because the morning commute is definitely over. Storm is just coming in, so stay safe if you're traveling throughout the day. Keep warm, obviously, and Connor and I will be back on 3 o'clock roughly is our game plan, and we'll give you guys updates on how things are progressing. We will also have a better idea at that time in terms of duration of the snow, how much snow is going to be expected. So we'll be looking at all that as this is going along, and whether the timelines change for when this event will end. One of the things I did want to mention to everybody that's on the stream right now, once the snow is done, that's not going to be the end of it. The tail end of this system has quite a bit of wind behind it, so we're talking gusts to 50 to 60 kilometers an hour overnight. So there is going to be drifting snow that is going to happen because of all this fresh snow that has landed. So roads, you got to be careful. They may be clear, and then certain areas will have, big drifts because of the 50, 60K winds that are coming behind this. So that's just something to keep in mind for tomorrow morning. The commute, there might be the odd area that has drifting snow. The crews should keep up with it, but drifting snow overnight, if you're driving, just keep that in mind. We're talking after midnight kind of thing. That's definitely coming down the pipe. So just wanted to make everybody aware of that as well. So Pete V80, when is this supposed to peak? So we're talking basically now till mid-afternoon is basically where I think, Connor, if you can comment here if you think that mid-afternoon.
Yeah, peak kind of looks like something between noon today and maybe 6 or 7 o'clock this evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's maybe a little bit of dry air that gets involved and kind of maybe it makes a little bit of some areas make it more, some areas make it less. But the peak does look like noon to 6 or 7 o'clock this evening.
Yeah, so, okay, perfect. So also Canadian Timbit, thank you for the info. We're happy to share this as much as possible. I'm going to show you the snowfall rate here. This is again in Kempville. The roads here were not plowed last night, so I did mention that earlier on the stream, but this is right outside my house, so obviously snow is starting to come down heavier at times. So this is what we're kind of expecting throughout the day for the whole Eastern Ontario, Western Quebec region. So actually, before I do take off, I'm going to see if I can pull up any cameras on the Quebec side. So let me just pull out and see if I've got, their site is super slow. If I can pull up the Ottawa-Gatineau cameras, I just want to see how far the snow is moving. Okay, so this, unfortunately, the Quebec cameras, I'm going to bring this up, sorry, on the main screen. They are small, but you can see they give video clips, but you can see that the snow on the Quebec side, this is on the 50 near Davidson Corner. So this is also the snow is starting to make its way up into the Gatineau, Quebec side, Hull, obviously. So I'm just going to take a look at a few more cameras here, just trying to see how far out they have cameras. They don't have a ton of them. What is this? Okay, that's just snow covered. Okay, let me just see right in town or in Hull. So again, this is another camera. This is closer to the Hull area. So again, traffic is moving. Snow is starting to accumulate on the roads on the Quebec side. So just wanted to point that out before we cut the stream. If anybody,
I wish Ontario 511 had video like that. It's fantastic.
yeah, I definitely. It's funny. You look at our camera system here compared to, for example, in the U.S., you can watch full color live video on cameras, and here we've got black and whites, and it's a still image every 20 minutes or half an hour, which I don't understand. But yes, I wish we had that. So comment here, Cornwall started about an hour ago. Roads are starting to get covered. Yeah, that makes sense, Laura. Thank you for letting us know that. And for anybody in the chat who hasn't been on the channel before, definitely we appreciate seeing comments from people on the ground throughout the region so we can relay that information to people, because all we're seeing is radar and cameras where there are cameras, and that's when they're working. So anybody commenting that kind of information is awesome. We really appreciate that. So Connor, unless you have something to add right now, I think that's where I'm going to kind of end things. And like I said, we're targeting to be back around 3 o'clock is our target at this point.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, folks, thank you for tuning in for this short live stream this morning. Like I said, nothing super exciting, but just wanted to give our take on what's going to happen this afternoon for our region. And we'll see you guys at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Thank you for tuning in. And anybody who's new, please, hit that like button and definitely subscribe to see more stuff like this, because this is obviously going to be regular features for us. So thank you, mods, for being in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Again, short one, but we'll be back this afternoon.
We'll see you soon.
See you guys soon.